Well, while I was out there waiting for the boatmaster to show up, which he still has not, I received a messenger who told me that Brian had called me back because I had gotten 40 of the gnomes.
You've nearly done it. Just find the last ones. Find my Jonathan. I haven't had a reply from the company yet, but I know they'll have a solution to this mess. They have to.
If they reply to you, that'll be a miracle because they never reply to me whenever I send a letter. I'm still waiting for my reply to Mel Gibson for remaking the Black Rose movie. I mailed it to him through the Icon Productions that he owns. They make good movies, Icon Productions, or Icon Studios, or whatever they're called. Yep. And of course, Warner Brothers ignored my letter to remake Captain Claw. And BioWare wrote me back, telling me to take my ideas and shove them. Yep, corporations are a bitch. Let's see. While I'm in town, what do we got? Unfortunately, I should have started this quest before I became king. I mean, after I became king.
The Book of Mysteries. Most interesting. I wonder if those who read it will find enlightenment. If not, poor Ignatius died for nothing.
Truly.
Have you read it by any chance? Well, don't tell me how it ends. I look forward to unlocking the mysteries of that book. Of mysteries.
There's nothing mysterious about it. Not that mysterious after all, but the title does draw one in. Yeah. The book, like the game it's inside of, well, it's all bait and switch.
Oh, you can never have too many books, I always say. I mean, at a certain point, shelf space does become an issue, but then ideally you just add a new wing. Always a joy to get a book. Thank you.
This game seriously gave books a bad name. Well, nothing to say?
Oh, well done, well done. Another one. Thank you so much. It's absolutely splendid. You found over a third of all the books we need. Amazing! There are other unusually rare books the Academy would be the richer for. In fact, there's one particular book I've been trying to get my hands on for years, but the owner just wouldn't give it up.
Well, how'd you know
The
he owned
bitter
it?
old so-and-so wouldn't even lend it to me. Anyway, turns out he is, he's passed on. Bless his soul. Most convenient, really. Would you be so good as to get it for me? It's in his house in the Bowerstone Old Quarter. He won't miss it. What with being dead and all. It's called The Invocation of the Watchers, by the way. Ancient tome. Demonology and that. All balderdash, of course, but fascinating nonetheless.
You're a fool if you think that's just balderdash. I do believe the Watchers made a deal with Reaver, if I remember correctly.
Excellent! Good for you. You are a most courageous book hunter. Well, not that there's any call for courage. Probably. As I said, the Invocation of the Watchers is in a house in the Bowerstone Old Quarter. I'm sure you'll find it with consummate ease. Well done. You found one.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was a You'll have to forgive me. That was a surprise cough that came in just now. But anyway, I wonder what he would have said if if I left Old Quarter destroyed like that. Let's see. Gotta drink a bit of water. Unfortunately, I left my waters outside, so now they're all cold. I think I know which trapdoor you're talking about.
Want to buy from a great adventurer? Then shop here!
Unfortunately, once they're friends, you can no longer quote unquote. You cannot do the sex invite.
Hope all is well, hero. You are looking well today, my lord.
Oh, he hasn't been here in a long while. A very odd arrangement for his bookshelves. The only reason to put them that way is if you're hiding something. Oh, let me guess. The hobs are made out of... The stone hobs are real. Very like rendering a family of hobs, 3 sculptors were eaten in the process. A legendary sand goose. Yeah. Conveniently, the cage is open to give you the illusion that it escaped. My ancestor told me he met the giant oracles. And they all just were... They insisted the sand goose never existed. Put together from bones that... of from different creatures. Like the Bronchosaurus. The Bronchosaurus no longer officially exists because they realized they mixed the bones up. Dog, shut up. Let's see. Oh, looks like my father's dolls. So that's what they were stolen. Talking gargoyle massacre. Trauma has struck him dumb. Well, apparently one of his kind survived. Huh, my ancestor. With his British underwear, the Union Jack. There. No more Scottish. It is like the ill-fated temple of business and yodeling, better known as Toby. Alright, dog, if it'll get you to shut up, I'll find what you calls. Coliseum to the Theater of Triplets. You sure it's a chicken and not a dragon? The flit switch. Life zone, do not shoot, whatever you do. Oh dear, whose armor was that? Terracotta army? The terracotta army. Oh dear, bring them back to life. Aha. So it is to bring of the Watchers. Source. Learnifying tome. Learnifying tome. Not tome of wordage.
I conjure thee, O thou mighty and potent prince of darkness, Almadiel, who wanders in the ether. I conjure thee forthwith to appear here with thy attendants, in this the witching hour of night. Stand before me in this circle, herein inscribed. Come forth in a fair and comely shape, to do my will in all things that I shall desire of you. Do not appear as the shadow. I abjure thee. Here be the seal of Almadil, by which I command you.
Arm yourself. Huh. There we go. Giant brain. Old lady Jean Grey. Ah. Some say that my ancestor married the bitch. Others say that she managed to inexplicably escape, even though he could have stopped her quite easily. I wonder if that's how the gargoyles broke. Well, my dog was growling for something. Well, I haven't figured out what it is yet.
You got the money, I got the honey. It's a new slogan I'm trying. What do you think?
Yeah, please don't do that to me. A letter. Not sure who it's from, but they want to see you at the Dweller Camp.
Your Majesty.
But the most interesting thing has to be a rather odd object I'm convinced must have some historical value. I'm sure my cousin Saul would know what it is. He works over at the Bright Wall Academy, you see.
Ah.
Very bright fellow. You wouldn't mind taking it to him, would you? I'd do it myself, but all that digging has done my back in.
It's the king! Never given a gift to royalty before.
Wonderful. How kind you are. Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Never given a gift to royalty before.
Thank you. We love what you're doing for us, Your Majesty.
Ah,
Best
my
meal
lord.
we've had in years.
What a coincidence.
By the decimal-based system of subject classification, ha! You have the invocation of the Watchers. Did it, were there... well, never mind. You're here and you brought the book. That's the important thing. You really are an amazing book collector. Which actually, when I say it out loud, doesn't sound that impressive, but still, I meant it sincerely.
Yeah, collection notification, a very rare important book. I can write so. Thank you. Then they'll be torn apart by demons. Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, you can never have too many books, I always say. I mean, at a certain point, shelf space does become an issue.
Yeah.
with an idea. As I said, if you find one of the missing books, just bring it back here.
I keep forgetting to not fast travel. Man, I could have sworn you were Saul, so why is the breadcrumb trail leading away from you? Wait, you're Saul as well? So there's two different Sauls. What are the odds? Well, help you, Saul, help the other Saul clean this place up. It's a pigsty.
Oh, thank you. From my cousin, is it? She's always sending me odd things she finds around the house. Although this one does look quite intriguing. I shall have a closer look when I have the time.
Uh-huh. And I gotta wonder who that letter to Saul is for. Probably up for both of them.
You don't know what it means to be a man.
Are you going to run home and cry now?
Wow, the two thugs yelling at each other instead of yelling at normal civilians.
You look great today, Your Majesty.
Go
Hello,
for it,
Your
Your
Majesty.
Majesty.
It has been a hard life, but I would not want to live anywhere but here.
You would know a thug is a thug before you hear them talk because they have swords on their backs. Although they run away like everybody else if I draw my sword and start murdering people. It's weird. Anyway,
You're one of my favorite people, you know.
I can't find the ship captain on the other side, so I had to use my guild seal to get over here.
You must be the most popular person.
My lord.
Howdy.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
But whatever that guy's digging for, he's digging too short of it.
You are transcendentally good. You are so holy and completely noble. You virtually glow. In fact, you actually glow. You are an angel, and I applaud your commitment to your chosen morality. Well done.
He'll voice disgust at you if you don't, if you're evil, absolute evil, but he'll say, oh, my deal's a deal, so. And he'll open the door. And the sky would be blood red. And the music in the background would be the same as the inside of every other demon door in the first game. harmonious, comforting music. I wonder what kind of city is that out there, and why it's got two of these statues. Okay, so instead of Jack's hammer if you're evil, Avo's lamentation if you're good. The Demon Door locations are much better because they are, you know, always in a, a small cave, which makes sense rather than in a taking me to a different world like these ones do. Alright. Let's find that gem. Better get started pronto while it's still dark. I don't think I'll get very far when that blazing sun gets overhead. Hey, what's this? A path off the beaten path. A pile of bones, which isn't conspicuous at all. Huh. I'm definitely going to need that where I'm going. Got my Auroran pistol ready. Even though deserts are wide open, it's still easy to get lost at night. Have some of my frying sword. I don't like getting shot. I was hoping that was only going to wound her, but nope.
Excuse me, have you got the time to get stuffed?
Crap. Well, thankfully this is being recorded so I can pause again and find out what that was. I dug up a nothing? Given that it's always a 99% chance that it's a worthless item. Oh, I'm not paying attention anymore. Oh, what is it now? Nice and cool in this cave. I can smell water. Must be a water source nearby. Okay, not a cave. a valley of some kind. Holy crap, that gave me a heart attack. Dog, why didn't you warn me? Damn it. They moved too quickly. Oh, what's that? A foot switch. Alright, is this where the gem is? On a run-of-the-mill chest. What could this possibly have, I wonder? Solve a mystery. Oh, this makes it worth it. Water. Crystal clear, refreshing water. Anyway, so not really a cave, but a hidden valley. A valley that can only be accessed through a cave. Wow, those were surprisingly easy to kill. More flowers. Here they come. Prepare to defend yourselves, men. I guess these Furies are easier to kill because they are related to the West. Oh, well, I'll be another plant. was that? Oh, okay, just a broken rock. Oh man, an oasis indeed. This place is... Oh crap.
Welcome to the sanctuary. Your arsenal contains a new sword. Excellent.
Oh dear. I wonder when the last time these filthy women bath. Great, now I've dirtied up the water.
I feel like celebrating today. Because today's the day you die.
Must be up there. Not yet. Should have brought some food with me. Finally, something to dig up that isn't completely worthless.
I can't decide whether I like your looks or your personality better.
Oh man, I can't reach them.
It's like comparing mud to silk. Figure out.
I gotta wonder why some respawn back to where we're standing. Huh. So, took her long enough to die. I heard her die behind me. The ominous wind. Ah, this really is an oasis. The water is above, the desert below. Anyway, this is just like Alien vs. Predator Primal Hunt. And this is the artifact I'm about to pick up. And I'm about to get swarmed xenomorphs. Desert Storm. Quest item that cannot be sold. I think it's time for you ladies to get some sun and not be out here all day. Oh dear. More of them. Come. Come on, you bitches. How incredibly delicate they are. With a rifle.
Hello. The armory is at your disposal.
Oh, you're right, dog. Thank you for getting me to turn around with that bark. One of the few times where the dog is useful. Come on, dog, let's go. You've got the machine art alias, now get the hell out of there. I am running as the big explosion happens behind me. What is it now? Oh, you called me back for a chest I was about to run into? Nope, obviously not the way. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, there's a way. We don't want to go to war today, but the Lord of the nay. mega bad. Probably stink to high heaven underneath those clothes. I don't want to cooperate, huh? That's what I thought. I'm hearing some very familiar action thriller music that feels very 1990s-ish being played in the other room, so can't wait to get done with this quest so I can find out what it is. Turn to Hobson. Alright, my guild seal was disabled while I was in there. Time to get over there. I can hear horses galloping, so it must be an 1800s film, or a musketeer film. I'm hearing cannons flying. So it's definitely post-gunpowder age.
Your Majesty. Majesty.
Unfortunately, it's going to be pure automatic in his.
It's more beautiful than I dared to imagine. And heavy, too. Our experts estimate it's worth a small fortune.
No shit,
Of course,
Sherlock.
now the question becomes, what do you wish to do with this fine stone? Shall I deposit the money from the sale into the treasury? Or perhaps you would prefer the funds were channeled into, let us say, a more personal account?
From the sale, who are you going to sell it to? Obviously, donate to the treasury, please.
A truly selfless act. I am constantly in awe of your generous and noble spirit. Putting the safety of your people before your own reward. Bravo, your majesty. Bravo.
I can tell you don't like that. I don't know why. Help fund the armies. Kingdom is one step closer to victory. Alright. 2 more months have gone by. I'm running out of time.
You have shown yourself to be a most talented monarch. The treasury is positively overflowing. You might even consider borrowing a little for yourself. Of course, it never hurts to earn even more. Who knows what the future will bring? With that in mind, I would like to discuss the thorny issue of child benefits, which were abolished under your brother's rule. There are vocal elements within the community who are clamoring for us to bring it back. In the interests of the Treasury, and of the long-term welfare of the people, I have a counter-proposal. It's somewhat radical, but rather brilliant, if you don't mind me saying. We charge people for every child they have. This would keep the population low, but more importantly, the treasury high. Is it really fair to bring new life into such an uncertain world? And won't that gold go to help the children who have already been born? Of course, you may also choose to keep Logan's policies. The matter is entirely in your hands.
Okay, I can now hear modern music in the background, so I know it's Sahara. Stupid movie, in my honest opinion. Matthew McConaughey, yeah, that was not a very good film. It has some good parts, but it's cringe, mostly the message. Now let's see, if I restore child benefits, there'll be more children. Unfortunately, it'll be like bringing about welfare. You know, the low IQ idiots who like to mooch off other people's money, they're going to start breeding like rabbits because they're being paid to breed like rabbits. That's no good. Too many people, too many dumb idiots.
Reinstating the child benefit system would be a popular move, of course. However, one must consider at what cost that popularity would come.
Unfortunately, too many idiots would be born with with the quote-unquote child benefits, which is basically welfare. Introducing a fine, however, would do the opposite. It would give us a population collapse, which, as we're seeing in East Asia, well, we're seeing it all over the world. The consequences of both East Asia and Eastern Europe and a couple of other high IQ places are suffering a population collapse thanks to it not being profitable to have children.
If you choose to leave Logan's abolishment in place, people might think you are no different to him. At least it wouldn't be a drain on the Treasury, though.
Yeah. Whereas restoring child benefits, the welfare system, we're seeing Western Europe and Canada and America being affected by the opposite. Low IQ idiots are coming in from third world countries, basically mocking our laws, kidnapping our children, murdering our children, sometimes raping our women, and of course mooching off our money. And that's also unwelcome. And of course the native population is suffering a collapse. So I'll go with the few compromises that I'm allowed to have. Keep Logan's policy.
Very good, Your Majesty. Why change things when they are going so well? Perhaps Logan was right in following this course of action. Shall we proceed with the rest of your appointments? Here is the royal agenda for the day.
Alright, consider proposal to renovate orphanage. Excessive sewage, embarrassed on industrial, meet with Paige. Alright, I shall consider this later. I'll post a poll and ask you all to please vote on it. Please and thank you, and have a good night. But first, let's hop.
As you can see, you have 2 audiences in the throne room to begin. I've heard rumors that Reva's latest proposals are both scandalous and delicious. It should be most entertaining.
If only there was a way to shut Popson up, or tell him to mind himself, or something. For a king, I'm not allowed to do anything with Hobson. Alright, so, take care, y'all.